My lovers, Pisces Nation and their lovers, welcome to your October 2020 astrological sign update. Now, Pisces and their lovers, when you're watching these readings for love, you can't just watch your sun sign. You have to watch your sun, moon, Venus, and your rising sign, and you're going to watch your person's placements in these areas, because when it comes to soul connections, the energies can definitely be flipped or vice versa. Now, remember, thousands of people are going to watch this. It may not resonate for everybody, but once spirit has guided you here, there's a particular message for you. So you have to use your discernment and sort through and see which messages resonate with your heart. Okay? And then you're just going to use your discernment. If a particular title draws your attention, you go to it. That's your guides. Bringing your particular message, okay? And messages come in all sorts of different forms, including the music that comes on every time I sit down to read for a particular sign. So let me check and see which music came on for you. 1 second, please, guys. Okay, Pisces, you got the 639, which is my country code. 639 Heart Chakra Healing Music. Release the past. Hello. Note that, Pisces. Release the past and renew and heal yourself. Attract love and harmony. So what Spirit is saying right now? Right now you have to go into that heart chakra. Dig up all the past pain and loss, especially related to the person that you're logging into this reading for. Okay? And you have to come to some kind of closure within yourself. And after you release that baggage, that is when you're going to attract the love and the harmony that you are seeking. Okay? So I will try and put this link down below. If I forget, let me put it down there. But definitely heart chakra healing music. Spirit saying that is the first step. So start doing the heart healing. And you do that by releasing the past and heal yourself. And then with that vibration, that's when you're going to attract love and harmony. All right, so that's your first message. That's the recipe there. Spirit is giving you the recipe for attracting love. That's your next steps right there. Okay? All right, so what we're going to do, Pisces, their lovers, and we're going to have a multi-dimensional look at your person. So we're going to start with a message from the higher self. What does your person higher self want us to know? What does your person's higher self want us to know? Now, I've shuffled all these before we start, but I always like to give a little shuffle and a cut on camera. So let's see, what does the higher self want to say? All right, and that's my divine counterparts in separation deck. And then we're going to go into mystic moons, twin flame shadows, and we're going to ask the shadow self for a card. All right, since this was turned over, and that's going to be one. I'm still going to shuffle and take one, but I think excuses is coming off for a particular reason. So it looks like your person just coming up with shit. They don't have a particular reason for either not coming forward or doing you dirty or anything like that, or not moving on from a toxic relationship or not moving on from addiction. They are just trying to prop up their behavior with excuses right now. When I see all the cards that come out, I'll be able to give you the full message, but that's what I'm getting. Let's see, what is your person healing at this time? This is my Wounded Warriors deck. All right, so we have greed. Okay, so basically somebody has been giving excuses about either not moving on from a situation, or maybe not moving on from a particular job, or not moving on from toxic family members and friends. And they may tell you all sorts of things, or that their friends need them, or the person that they're with needs them, the person that they're with is sick. It has nothing to do with that. Spirit is saying this person's main issue is greed and their connection with the material world, and how they judge their worth, and how their worth is pegged to how well they're doing in the material world. Okay, so that's why they're not doing life. That's not why they're not running after what they want. That's why they're not choosing love. It is their connection with the material world. They will tell you all kinds of shit. Okay, they can't get away from where they're at now. La 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 la. No, it's all about them and their scarcity consciousness. It's nothing else. Let's see the emotional body. This is my emotional intelligence deck. All these are available on my website. All right, so we have obsessed. What are they obsessed with? Well, we know for sure they're obsessed with the material world. We're going to pull some cards and see what else they're obsessed with. We're going to find out what are they experiencing right now on their twin flame soulmate journey. This is my twin spirits deck. Now, your person is tongue-tied at the moment, okay? I can hardly speak right now. They are tongue-tied. They have no idea what to say. No idea. So that's twin experience. And then we're going to get a message from your person's 3D self. Let's see. What does their 3D self want to say? Beautiful. Okay, guys, so let us start going through these cards. All right, so this is the most important message because it is the higher perspective. It's the message from the higher self. And the message from the higher self is this person is standing in their power. Whether you know it or not, this person is moving to stand in their power. This person has realized that they have the tools that they need to create the life that they want. I think this person had a lot of excuses for why they weren't doing life, for why they weren't standing in their power, for why they were giving their power away in situations, okay? And it was all about their scarcity consciousness and their obsession with the material world. But now they're realizing, listen, if I get my mind out of that mental trap there, anything is possible. They were limiting themselves by the things that they were telling themselves that they could and could not do. It's like an 8 of Swords kind of energy. So the only thing that had them trapped was their mind, themselves, the things they used to tell themselves. Okay? Now we have something here, forceful. Okay, this is their shadow self. All right. So it could be that this person was trying to control the situation, whether through mind games, whether through manipulation, because the magician is a master manipulator. I mean, he manipulates the elements. So imagine what he can do to people. People are elements, yeah? We're made up of elements, right? So this person could have been trying to control the situation, okay? Playing mind games, being manipulative, all that kind of shit, okay? But that is because this person felt inadequate. Now, this person that's obsessed with the material world, I don't think that they were doing as well in the material world as you, Cancer. Hence half the reason for their obsession, quite frankly. Hence half the reason for their obsession. Okay, but now that they're setting themselves free from this trap of excuses and the scarcity consciousness, and they're realizing that everything is possible, they're seeing things for what they really are. We know that they're obsessed. We're going to find what they're obsessed with. Right now, what is this person experiencing? Now we have the Akashic records. So that tells me that they are in recognition, because this word is blue. That's truth. They are in recognition that, listen, there's some kind of divine plan, some kind of fated shit happening. They may not know exactly what it is, may not be able to put their finger on it, but they know something out of the ordinary is happening right now, the way their life is unfolding. Now, your person could also be experiencing a lot of karmic lessons at this time, okay? Because remember, they were just there making the excuses, so maybe spirit had to a step in. Or maybe there was always fated events that were supposed to unfold. But this is what's happening with your person right now. There's something fated, whether it's a DNA activation or whether it's karma. There's something fated that's happening in your person's life right now that's pushing them into this magician energy. Yeah, see, twin flame marriage. Listen, this person, so their 3D self wanted to know that they are in recognition of the soul connection. Whether it's a twin flame connection, a soulmate connection, they know, and it looks like they're having, I guess it could be dreams, fantasies about sacred union. Clearly, I'm getting really sexual, really passionate, but definitely there is some sort of thing here, fantasizing about sacred union somehow. So let's start deconstructing these cards. and see what we get. Spirit, why don't you give us this Magician card? What was the message that you wanted to convey? Okay, see, this person's taking a leap of faith, you see? All right. So we have 0 and then 1. So this person, they may not look like it, but they're making progress. Okay. They have decided that they're going to take some kind of risk, some kind of chance on you. And quite frankly, it's a chance on themselves too, because they have been staying in this comfort zone of excuses for a long time. For a long time. They've just decided, no, I need to take charge of my life. That's some powerful cards coming through. This is 3 major arcana lined up here. The Magician, the Fool, and the Emperor. And all of that is about standing in your power. The Fool has his own little power, you know, because he's pure. He's pure and he just trusts. He has what all of these just don't have. These control, the Fool trusts. The Fool trusts. So when you trust and you take control of your life, that's a hell of a combination. Okay, so that's what's happening with your person right now. This is powerful energy for your person. We have excuses. What's this about? Yeah, you see, they were given all kinds of excuses for the way they behaved, the way they conducted relationships. But in the end, it all dovetailed back to their dysfunctional upbringing. Look, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse here. Now, the 10 of Pentacles talks about dysfunctional ancestral patterns. It could talk about dysfunctional families. It can talk about a breakup. It can talk about a divorce. Okay, so maybe even your person was given excuses why they could not break up or divorce the person that they're with. But it was because of greed. It wasn't anything else. It wasn't because of sentiment or anything like that. It was because of greed. But now they're seeing this higher perspective, okay? And now they're realizing what true stability is all about, okay? It's not the amassment of wealth, okay? That's a false sense of security, okay? It's about being secure in yourself and knowing that you can manifest the life that you want, okay? And as I told you before, this person kept holding on, and I feel it's either a relationship or it could be a job. Okay, maybe even parents. Okay, they could have been holding on, but it was a false sense of security, and Spirit is saying that. Okay, now let's see what's this forceful about. What's this forceful card? All right. So what am I getting here? I am getting that now in my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies. Okay, usually a person. So what am I getting here? I am getting, because I'm noticing how these 2 cards bridge each other. This bridges these 2 cards. The Akashic records and forceful. So what I'm getting is this: either in a past life or in the past, and usually it occurs in both, right? Especially when it's a past life, it comes back, right? It repeats itself in the particular lifetime that you're in. So in a past life and in their past, your person was a control freak. They may have been very forceful in different ways. You may not think so. Whether through manipulation, through covert narcissism, or whatever you want to call it, right? They were very forceful. They were trying to control this relationship. But it looks like they had some kind of karmic return. They met this karmic. Now, the Queen of Swords, upright, she is already a force to reckon with. But when she's reversed, we're heading towards narcissism. Okay? The King of Swords reversed is narcissist. It's not the narcissist. But the Queen of Swords reversed, she is the verbal abuser. So your person might have been forceful in the past, trying to control people and all that kind of stuff. May have even abused their physical authority. They could have. But they met someone who was worse than they are, and they got that mirrored back to them. And this was a fated event to balance karma, and also for your person to learn, for your person to see themselves very clearly. And it looks like it was a hard lesson. A really hard lesson. Now let's see this greed. All right. You see, your person was entertaining other options because they thought it would have been more materially stable. You understand? They were living in a fantasy world, though. It was all a fantasy. It was all a fantasy. They thought this abundance that they wanted to amass would equate the happy family would equate, having it all, living a life, that dream, that white picket fence, blah, 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 blah. But they're realizing what they were actually doing is giving their power away. They were selling out themselves, okay? Giving their power away to other people, giving their power away to the material world, okay? They were selling themselves out, and they realize that now they recognize that this is their shadow side. This greedy person selling out themselves, selling out love, just for the material world. They realized that it was a hard lesson, okay? But now they're obsessed. What are they obsessed with? All right, well, they're obsessed with you. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is the pre-Empress, okay? You're beautiful. You're abundant. Whether you're a man or woman, okay? You can stand on your own. And they are so impressed by you, but also intimidated by you. Getting a lot of spine. With this obsessed card, getting a lot of spine here because you see your person is heartbroken, okay? I think they couldn't recognize this love because remember, they were there going after the pentacles, and whoever they thought they could amass more pentacles with. You guys can watch, I think it's Friday's reading, The Real Power Couple. Watch that one. It's the same thing. It looks like they chose somebody else. They might have gone a different direction because they thought that there would have been safer, more stable, and more abundant. But they only got their heart broken, okay? But it had to happen for your person to recognize what real love was all about, and for them to love themselves completely, because the Ace of Cups has to come before the Two of Cups. You can't jump to the Two of Cups without having the Ace of Cups. That's just codependency. So let's see what happened with this Akashic Records card here. All right, so Spirit is saying all this had to happen. All this with the karmic and greed and the karmic return and the lesson, it all had to happen so that your person could stand in their power. Look, the Nine of Wands here, and then the epitome of standing in your power is the Sun, okay? And they have decided that they're going to move on. Wherever they were, they're going to move on because they deserve love. They deserve true love, okay? Now they want to know that on a 3D level, that's in their consciousness, all right? They are aware of this relationship. They are aware of this connection. And it looks like they're coming forward to make some kind of proposal here. This could be an apology, but this is definitely a declaration of feelings here with this Knight of Cups. Okay, it looks like they're ending some other cycle in their life. Okay, or they may be ending a cycle of being a manipulator. This Magician in reverse, to come forward and talk to their soulmates or twin flame. Beautiful. So big changes for your person. Yeah, October is going to be some big changes for couples. All right, so let's have a look now at their mental energy with regard to you. Person that is watching, what's their mental energy with regard to you? When they think about you, they think about this connection. What is happening? What's happening is the world. Big cycles closing for your person. I think your person was stubborn. I mean, the world is stubborn energy. We're talking about Scorpio. We're talking about people like me, Taurus, right? Taurus, Leo, Aquarius energy, okay? Stubborn as fuck. So your person might have been really stubborn and stuck in their ways. And they propped it up with excuses too. They had an answer for everything. Why they couldn't do this, why they can't do that, But it was just codependency. It was just codependency. They learned a hard lesson with this Hierophant. Okay? If your person is married or they're in another relationship, know that this is coming to an end. It's also the end of your person thinking in dogmatic and traditional ways. Yeah. It's the end of your person thinking in dogmatic and traditional ways. Your person might have been, had very firm and fixed ideas about how things should be. Maybe even gender roles. Maybe when it came to religion or monetary affairs, that kind of thing. I think they had very strong opinions about that. What am I getting here? Yeah, it looks like you and this person had different and opposing truths. You guys were like different, like night and day here. Okay? But it looks like Spirit has been working on your person, and Spirit has also been working on you too, so that you guys can come to some kind of common ground. Look, we have the Magician in reverse again. So a lot of manipulation and people not standing in their power. Because anytime you have to control people, you're doing that from a place of fear. Because people who are confident have no need to control anybody. So anywho's, when this person thinks about you, thinks about this connection, we have the Nine of Cups reversed. That's what I'm saying. This person doesn't love themselves, okay? Nine of Cups talks about self-love. It talks about wish fulfillment. It talks about your cup runneth over kind of way, okay? And this person had a lot of self-esteem issues. Now, Nine of Cups is also the card of codependency or addiction. So this person could have been in some kind of toxic relationship, had some kind of addiction, had toxic relationships with their family members, friends, co-workers, whatever it is. Once you have a toxic relationship with yourself, you can't have good relationships with other people. That's a joke. Okay, so let's see what else. We have the Six of Swords reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So Spirit is telling us why this person was like that. We have the King of Swords, Aquarius. And we have the Fool in reverse. All right. So your person feeling kind of foolish right now, okay? Because they're seeing the truth. The King of Swords sees the truth and he speaks the truth. And he speaks it diplomatically, okay? He doesn't blurt it out like the Knight of Swords. He is the diplomat, okay? And when he uses his sword, his words, it creates change, it creates transformation. It can transform any situation because this is his power. You see all the butterfly in his hands? This is the power that he holds as the King of Swords. The truth that he speaks transforms things, all right? So it looks like your person feeling kind of foolish because they're seeing the situation clearly now. They're realizing that the toxic situations that they manifested in their life, and maybe even the toxic situation or relationship or connection they had with you in the past, had to do with their own inner wounding and their own relationship with themselves. Okay, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. That talks about our past wounding and pain and our trauma. Okay, and the person is finally making the connects between their toxic relationships, their addictions, and this trauma that they've not been able to process. So let's look and see if we see what kind of trauma we're talking about. Okay, let's see the Six of Swords in reverse. What's that about? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands in reverse. All right, so whatever that trauma was, Spirit is saying that's why this person always had issues telling other people no and being decisive when making decisions. Okay, your person could want to go and move in a different direction and they would have trouble making decisions. Look at here. They could even choose between two lovers properly. Okay, right? So your person is realizing that they made the decisions that they made in the past from a place of woundedness, specifically abandonment issues. Okay, and it's an issue that can go right back to childhood, and we can take it even further from there because the Six of Cups is a card of past lives. So it's way back from past lives. And whatever happened there, this blocked off your person's heart. We have Scorpio coming through. We have Gemini coming through there. It blocked your person's heart and love. So whatever your person is facing right now ain't from this lifetime alone. Okay? I just want you to know that. So whilst you're thinking, okay, why isn't this person aware that they have abandonment issues? Because you can see clearly, Pisces, that this person has abandonment issues, right? They may not be aware because it might be something hidden deep in their subconscious, maybe even in their kasha, because we're looking at past lives, right? Now, of course, it would have repeated itself in this life in the past, but the root of it, the genesis of it, is not in this lifetime. It isn't. Your person had some kind of dysfunctional childhood here. Look, we have this Page of Wands in reverse. Whatever happened in your person's childhood made them feel unheard and made them feel disempowered. Because the page always has a message, and it's always about exuberance. This page ain't got nothing to say. This page has been silenced. Okay? And that is the root of your person's insecurities and low self-esteem. Let's see that Nine of Cups reversed. Yes, it's something with their mother. It's a mother blockage. And then they recreated that relationship with the karmic that is in their life. Whether it's an intimate partner or family, friends, whatever it is, they created that. Look at here. So we have a Queen of Cups in reverse, and then we also have a King of Swords in reverse. So it could be both parents were assholes. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. Both parents were assholes. And I told you the King of Swords reverse, he is the narcissist. He does not know how to show love at all. She's manipulative. Queen of Cups in reverse is manipulative. But King of Swords in reverse is an asshole. I'm telling you. So those were your person's parents or the people that they grew up with. Okay? So now you understand why your person is the way they are. That's why they looked for security in the material world, because they certainly couldn't find it in their caregivers. So they're seeing all this now, but this had to happen because this is healing for your person, okay? We have Six of Swords here. They're finally recognizing all of this, and this is giving your person a lot of closure, and it's also allowing them to stop dwelling in the past. This is what they were doing. Seven of Pentacles reverse, sitting there in the past. And you know, it's beautiful to revisit the past because you can learn so much lessons. But if you're there in the past, not learning, just ruminating, then you ain't doing shit. Okay? You're just repressed. Okay? You're stuck in a time warp. Your development is arrested. You're stunted. Your growth is stunted. Your psychological, emotional, spiritual growth is stunted. Okay? And they're realizing that now. Let's see what's blocking this connection at this time. Spirit, what's blocking this connection? We got a Knight of Wands. Okay. What is a Knight of Wands famous for? Well, he's a player. But he's also indecisive. He's a wanderer, okay? Commitment issues here. So somebody got commitment issues or they're intimacy avoidant, okay? And that's blocking the connection. Now the Knight of Wands, he also goes in and out, in and out. So this person indecisive. Okay, now they have a lot of passion for you, but it looks like there's some kind of intimacy avoidance here. And it looks like they might have had quite some shitty experiences. Because if you're telling me that the feminine caregiver energy was the Queen of Cups reverse, and the masculine caregiver energy was the King of Swords reverse, my God. Is it any wonder that your person will be intimacy avoidant? Come on. We have the Sun. All right. So I'm getting two messages. Your person could have children with someone else. Someone that they're with now, and they're very concerned about the kids. There is that. There's also, well, three messages I'm getting. It could be that this is being blocked so that your person can stand in their power and fight for their happiness. And two, the Sun is masculine energy. So it could be some kind of programming that was handing down from the masculine energy that raised them, whether by their absence or presence. Okay, some programming that your person received there is blocking that connection. I'll pull a card in it for you guys. What's blocking this connection? King of Cups. You know how Scorpio do. Scorpio feeling so much. Scorpio not saying a thing. Okay, so it looks like both of you guys not expressing your feelings. You guys just keeping it inside. What's blocking this connection? Four of Pentacles. Some people still holding on. What are they holding on to? Well, it looks like some people still holding on to the past, and that could be you, Pisces. Okay, some people might still be holding on to careers, to relationships, where money has a big say in it. Could be holding on to scarcity consciousness, and it's blocking this connection. But people have their heart blocked off at this point in time. let me see the Sun card. What's this about? All right, so this connection is being blocked so that your person and you too can release immature patterns in communication, and for both of you guys to stand in your power and to fight for this love. Okay? All right, so if this is sounding like your energy, your person's energy, you're resonating with it, join me in the extended. And what we're going to do there, we're going to look at your person's heart space energy for you. We're going to look at what's happening in your person's life. I'm going to go into the Sabila. Okay, we're going to find out what they're hiding. We're going to get some 3D messages from them, some 5D messages from them. We're going to look at actions towards you by the end of the month. We're going to get some advice. Okay. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your comments. I appreciate them. All your dislikes, they also help the channel grow. And if you can go a step further and interact with any of the ads that may have played during this reading, that's beautiful energy exchange for me, okay? All right, guys, take care. Love you. Bye.